What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of Gettin ModSauce. That's right. Guys, thank you so much for the absolute amazing, awesome support last episode. If you didn't watch it, you should watch it. It was kind of a little bit of a rant, a little bit of a heart-to-heart, as I like to call it, I guess. I don't know. I was just sharing kind of my my point of view on a lot of things of the series and a lot of stuff that's going on with Minecraft, with Modded, with ModSauce, all that sort of stuff. And guys, I was absolutely floored, mind blown at the amount of positive attention and just feedback and everything that came from that. Like, I hope you guys know, I almost didn't upload that video. Like, I was so close to just deleting it and not having it, because I normally don't have uploads on Sundays, and I just didn't know if it should be said, but it was said, and I thank you all so much for receiving it so well. My mind is just blown. I mean, as far as just to give you an idea, even just the feedback on it. Normally in a video, I'll get somewhere between, I guess in ModSauce lately, around 150 comments, sometimes as much as like 300. We're over, probably well over, somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500 comments, almost 2,000 likes on a video that was just uploaded last Sunday. It floors me. In fact, there was more comments than even likes on the video. It's nuts, and I thank you all so much for telling me how you feel about things, and it really did help make me feel better and everything like that. But thank you. Thank you so much. And it's this type of feedback that shows me that, you know, the community and my viewers are still liking what's going on. Of course, there was lots of great feedback. I want to talk about this whole episode again, but thank you. And guys, please continue doing that. I know it's not going to be that good every time, but if we're able to get 2,000 likes on every video, man, it helps motivate me so much, getting so much good feedback, comments. Oh, I just love it. Absolutely love it. Thank you. Thank you all. As far as what's going on with the series, as I told you guys, it's not ending. It's not going anywhere. It's just sort of me getting a little bit discouraged, and things are still stressful. You know, still busy, but I'm doing what I can. And I think it would be fair to say with this series, you know, if I start seeing insane feedback and insane support like that, you know, it motivates me and tells me, you know, I really got to do this series more often, you know, and more often than I've been doing, and get back to it. But when I don't see stuff like that, it makes me think, well, nobody's missing it and other things are doing great. So I guess that's how people feel. But it's very cool of you, all of you. In any case, I think it would be fair to say, until then, and depending how things go with the videos, I'll continue doing it, but sort of at my pace and when I have time to do it. I still love doing this, and I am looking into possible other server ideas. I'll let you guys brought up a lot of different suggestions for other people I should have a look at. I'm still looking through stuff. I still haven't actually done too much, but I'm looking into it. So thank you, and all that feedback is great too. I love it, and hopefully come, you know, next season with stuff, we'll have something super cool going on. Maybe have a bunch of new people going on there. Don't know. We shall see. In any case, we're not going to be doing Thaumcraft today. Just wanted to update you on how the nodes were doing. It's coming along. I told you guys once it gets to 100 in every aspect, that's when we are going to make the switch. It's definitely grown quite a bit since the last episode, but that's just giving you an idea. So anyway, let's get the heck out of here before we get stuck in here a whole episode. Today, I said that I wanted to start getting into tech. A lot of you guys have been telling me that Mekanism was cool. I've talked about it for the last 2 episodes. It's something I want to get into. And it's a little bit difficult of a mod kind of to get into. Not really. It's very techy. Very techy. In any case, what I'm doing right here is I'm cooking up osmium. And osmium's kind of like the main new ore that it introduces into the game. You just find it just like you would I guess, iron or gold or whatever other ore in the world. So just with your quarries or whatnot, there's probably other ways to do it too. But we got quite a bit cooked up here. Now, of course, you can do this in your pulverizer. You can do it in the mekanism machines. You can do it in the Ender IO machines. Right now, since we don't have too much automation going, which we need to get to soon, I am just doing it in my QED because I don't have a whole heck of a lot of this stuff. Mekanism was added after we did our last quarry, and this triples it. So it's really one of the better ways to do it. Of course, in mekanism, you can get up to 5 times. I think it's 5 times. It's either 4 or 5 times the outputted ore. But pretty cool. So of all the stuff we got to do, and I'm gonna try to, it's a little bit of a boring mod in some ways if someone goes through and crafts every last thing with you. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna try and craft as much as I can off camera. But just typing in mekanism in the thing, we got enrichment chamber, osmium compressor, crusher. This is what I'd like to get to today. Digital miner, its own quarry. Factories. All the factory stuff, that basically just gives you extra slots so that you can simultaneously cook multiple. It's like 4 or 5, like say in the smelteries in one. It's insane. It's super quick. It's super awesome. Right here, I just did the metallurgic infuser, which required an osmium and a redstone, and then just iron and furnace. So I'm going through all the machines first that don't require anything crazy. And then as we get to the other machines, they'll start to require different types of circuits and all sorts of stuff. So let me bang through that as much as I can. We'll kind of walk through the process and see if we can get to that. There's also a super tool in this mod, which I hope they still have. We'll see. Hopefully we can get to it. Oh, there it is. The atomic disassembler. I love this thing. Oh, baby. Let's see if we can get to that today, too. We'll see. Oh, my goodness. So many crazy, crazy noises going on in the place. It's kind of nuts, I tell you. All these things are so loud. So I do apologize. In fact, I want to show you some of the noises. Then we'll turn them down. First of all, yes, we've got all the metallurgic infusers going. Craziness. I'm doing this guy. This guy is turning with coal and iron. It's turning it into enriched iron, so pretty neat. And you see, you throw coal in there and it just fills right up. Carbon, sweet. And then I can throw iron in there. And bam, it's changing the iron into steel. But isn't that so loud? It's so loud. And then over here, I got to do it again. Yes, again, enriched iron, and it turns it into steel dust. All right, cool, cool. Then I can take the steel dust, and I did find, like right here, if I go here, smelting 1 steel equals steel ingot. Oh, actually smelting, that's vanilla smelting. Redstone furnace 1 to 1. Oh, I guess that's not bad, actually. Before, I thought it did something else. 2 and 2, okay, so we can cook it up anywhere. That's okay. So right here, redstone furnace, schwam, mekanism, steel. Awesome. So we're getting all the steel going. And the steel is used for blum 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 blum. The steel is used for all the different machines to make the steel casing. You just surround it with the osmium ingot. So pretty neat. In any case, each machine's doing a different task. And it's kind of weird just because this stuff kind of almost becomes like a liquid on the side. So we got that going there, coal, coal, coal. This one's using diamonds. Ooh, liquid diamond type stuff. Redstone's another one that we're doing. What's another one? Anything else? I think that one does diamonds also. And then obsidian. Pretty crazy, but those are super loud, super annoying. Next, we've got all these enrichment chambers. The enrichment chamber, just press 3. And we can see the recipe was just the steel casing, redstone, and then basic control circuit, which we use the redstone stuff. I guess maybe this is like a gas. I don't even know, but it like preloads it. Now the cool thing is if you take the redstone ahead of time and throw it into one of these enrichment chambers, so let's go ahead and do it, throw it in there, you get out this compressed redstone. Now the difference here, and listen to the sound of this machine. It's kind of cool. It's got like a weird ambient sound to it. So anyway, let's turn down our volume so slightly. I really wish that they had, like, I don't know, you can turn them off in the configs. In any case, so we're getting out this redstone, compressed redstone stuff. Now, where's the one that takes redstone? Okay, so this one here, it's got 640. If we put in one redstone, 650, so that gave 10. So we're at 650 now. If we do it that way, 750, that gave 100. So just by converting it, it just takes power. And by the way, this does say it runs off of joules, but joules are compatible with RF. So I just have a tesseract going into a transfer node and then energy pipe going into the back of them. For now, these aren't the final places for them. But just using energy, it's converting single redstone into a compressed, and it's just way more efficient, you know? So not bad. Take advantage of it where you can. So anyway, over here, I'm getting a whole bunch of refined iron dust. That's through doing the same thing with the diamond. Taking the diamond, throwing it in there, and getting the compressed diamond. Now you can also make diamond dust, which is just pulverizing or crushing a diamond. But again, that's going, I would assume, if we look at the number 950, let's start to do some of this. How do we get this stuff? This is just pulverized. Pulverizer stuff. Pulverized obsidian. So let's grab some more pulverized obsidian. Let's throw it in there and have it start to do that up. And of course, that's just obsidian in the pulverizer. Let's see when it drops down. 950. And how much it actually uses. It should, I believe, use 10. So now at 940. So this should make it go back up to 950. But that cost a single diamond. So much better. Do the compressed stuff. Moral of the story. Bam. Okay, over here, we're making basic circuits. This is using the redstone stuff, as you can see right over there. And to make the basic circuit, you just throw iron in. I believe it was iron, wasn't it? Or was it osmium? Osmium, my bad. Osmium. Turning it into the control circuits. So sweet. And then we can take iron with redstone, and that makes it into the enriched alloy. So let's grab a whole bunch more of those, throw that iron back in there. Got plenty of redstone going. Then we can upgrade the alloys going in. And I don't want to do all of them. We got a stack, so that's good. So we can upgrade the alloys from the enriched, and I believe that's by using, I'm pretty sure that's by diamond. Let's throw in a compressed diamond. Yep, that's by diamond. That'll make the reinforced alloys. So let's grab those out. Then the reinforced alloys can go to the atomic alloy, but only with obsidian. So again, we can take these refined obsidian going into another enrichment chamber over here and throw in refined obsidian, and it'll turn into compressed obsidian. But it's got to be the refined. You can't just take dust. So anyway, let's grab those guys out. Let's go back over. Let's give it more obsidian. And that gave it, again, 100 each time. And let's take a couple of these reinforced bad boys. Bam, and it makes it into the atomic. Sweet. So that's all that I have going on there. That's kind of the whole process of it. And I know that was more than I wanted to do. In any case, I want to make up this super tool first. And I think that we should be about there. We saw how to make these, how to make the atomic alloy, energy tablet, simple, redstone, enriched alloy, gold. The last thing we need is a reinforced obsidian ingot, and that's just by the osmium compressor. Putting one of these refined in there and an osmium. Sure, not bad. Ooh, that was some other ways maybe to make it. I don't know, but this is super easy, so let's just do it this way. So wham, bam, bam. And it looks like it sticks them together maybe? Yeah, liquid osmium. So cool. Bam, refined iron ingot. I love it. Schwam, we got the super tool. Amazing. Look at that, efficiency 20. All right, so let's run back here. Let's get this charged up. Schwam, already charged up. And let's go test her out. I think that cool. Let's turn our sound back up. Music sounds, we'll go back to 50, why not? 49, I know that's gonna bug some people, isn't it? Isn't it? All right, let's go into the mining world. Shawam. And this should insta-break anything and everything. Not quite an insta break, but you know what? I think it's shift right click, toggle mode slow, fast, vein off. So there's fast now. Oh yes, insta break. Awesome, and it should insta break just about everything. Let's see, can we find... Oh man, it's awesome. What's something that would normally not be insta break? And is it insta break while you're flying? Let's try it over here in one of these houses. All right, it's not as quick, but it is pretty close. Now, if we're standing on the ground though, insta break everything. Wham, wham, wham. Ooh, what are you? Display pedestal. Can I insta break you? Is that a treasure? I know, we're getting distracted. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Arrow trap. Is that a treasure that I can get? Shift right click it. Give me the treasure. Can I insta break you? No. Trapdoor. Ooh, obsidian. Can we insta break? Oh, that's an obsidian. Ooh, well, that's more or less insta break. All right, cool. That's some sort of dungeon, maybe? I don't even know. I'm not sure what mod this is from. You guys leave me in the comments what mod that's from. Oh, but it's so good. Ooh, and a chest? Cool. Floppy disk. I don't care about computer craft, but I'll take gold. All right, cool. So we got that stuff. It's insta break. It's awesome. We can just do whatever we want. Now the vein mode. I want that gold. That's what I wanted to pick up. Okay. Now the insta break or the vein mode will tear out. Let's see if we can find like a vein of stuff. I guess this would be kind of like a vein. So let's switch it to vein mode. Of course, that's not your typical ore, but bam, it cleared out just what is in the like group of ores. Where's another one? It's got to be another easy to see. There we go. So right here, vein mode. Bam! And it clears them all out. Isn't that cool? It's really cool. And look at, we haven't used that much power yet. So, not bad. Not bad at all. Really not that expensive. And super cool looking. I love this tool. It's probably my favorite looking tool. My favorite looking tool. You know, it's kind of like, it's got that tech look to it, but it's also got like that old Warhammer look to it. And it can be used as a weapon too. It's awesome. I love it. So that's how you make that. Now let's try the digital miner. Oh yeah. Going home. All right, I think we're just about done. This osmium compressor though, it's so cool looking. Look at it, it goes doo 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 doo. And it makes up funny. It looks like it's a robot talking. Anyway, yes. This thing is just so nuts. In any case, let's go ahead. Let's get this made up. Let's make the robots the last piece I need. Nice. Oh no, what are we missing? What are we missing from the robot? Robot? Oh, electric chest. I already have that made up. Electric chest, nice. If you want to see the recipe, it's really not that hard. I've never used one of these. We'll have to play around with them. I'm not going to do it today. I don't want to do it today. We'll do it another day. We'll play around with the robot. But we're going to make a better robot. Like this. Wham! Digital miner. Got it. Oh, it's so cool looking. Look at. Oh, man. What an impressive machine this be. It's so cool. We can just set it for exactly what we want it to quarry. Let's go ahead. Let's grab some chests too, just so I can kind of demonstrate what it do. We'll grab one and then we'll grab 2 chests, just like that. That should be good. Ooh, excuse me. I don't even know what that was. All right, so we're gonna take this power source for today, just so that we can test out the digital miner. Come on. Come on. Are you really not gonna mine that guy? Okay, we'll get out our wrench. Thank you. Wrench, so much easier, so powerful. Wrench, and let's go test this baby out. Let's go ahead, let's throw away all the rest of our junk. We can continue with that later. Shwam, 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 shwam. All the mechanism stuff. Okay, we're good. Let's go try this out. So we should still... Oh, you know what else we need? I don't know if I ever set up a tesseract for our quarry signal to go in. Did we do that? I don't think I did. How can we remedy this? Oh, you know what? I suppose this would shoot into that, but we could also just have it shoot... Where do I want to put it? Okay, that has an extra signal. Let's just get an ME interface like this. Let's set down ME interface like this. Okay, cool. This is linked into the system. Let's turn that off. And that ME interface will receive... Alright, that's out of stuff. Let's get out a wrench. Wrench. You know what? I don't care. Wrench. And we'll deal with those things later. Is there a chest I can put this stuff in? There we go. Okay. So this guy, I can now... That's AE... Oh, crud. That's AE power. I'm going to need another tesseract. Dang it. Be right back. Alright guys, tesseracts are all made, super sweet. We're going to take this one right here, which is set to a new signal. Send only energy. Cool. So let's put this over by our power supply. Let's also tell this. Can I grab this like that? And go boom, input, output. Awesome. So this will be sending power over. Let's just put this right there so it doesn't connect to that wire. I don't think tesseracts connect to each other. That is receiving only fluids. Why are we receiving fluids there? I don't know. Let's not worry about it. Okay, so we got that one there. This one over here, it is just receiving items. Same quarry mode. Sweet. That is going to go over to the interface that we had set up before. So bam. So now anything that our quarry picks up, items go in here and will go into our AE system. Let's give an example. Schwam, paper, gone. So it's going to shoot right over, just like an ender chest. Awesome. And then we have this one, which is we're gonna bring with us. It's gonna send the items that the quarry picks up, and it's gonna receive the energy from over there. Awesome. So that's everything. So we've got that. We got our quarry, and the thing I almost forgot, had I not remembered, is that we gotta get upgrades. Yes. So I believe it's 8 upgrades for each one, but maybe we should take, it only stacks up to 8. We'll take 9 just in case. And then we're also gonna want, there's one other upgrade. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Well, speed upgrade so that we can make it mine faster. Osmium dust, enriched stuff. We got a ton of that. Schwam, 8, we'll bring 9. Just, I believe it's only 8 though. So in any case, we got all this stuff. Sweet. And one other thing I want to grab. What should we test out? Let's say diamonds. Do we have any diamond ore? All right, diamond ore. Awesome. What else should we test out? Gold we have always had short supply. So let's grab some gold. And then maybe quartz. That could be cool. Oh, okay. Charged Certus quartz. Quartz. Let's also grab nether quartz. Okay, and of course we can add, subtract, do whatever we want as we move on. Let's go into the quarry world. Let's sleep real quick. I noticed before when I slept it was like insta-sleep. Maybe that was coincidence. No insta-sleep now. We did just recently have an update on the pack. Hello, KingDaddyDMAC Potato. How are you doing today? You happy with your fiancé? Enjoy your cake. ×2. So we just recently had an update in the pack. Jotato just updated it. It's actually, I'm on a dev version right now. Does it tell what version I'm in if I press anything? I guess not. But if the update hasn't come out for you guys yet, it will soon. So just be ready for it. Be ready for it. And it's going to have the new Botania update, which is going to be interesting. We're going to have to redo all of our mana stuff, but I didn't want to have to think about that yet. So anyway. Yes. Idle. Not ready. Eject off. pull off, silk touch off. Okay, all these different things. It goes pretty slow at first until you put in the upgrades. So let's for now throw this on, and I believe you can see there's no power in there. I think no, you can connect power anywhere. Yeah, look at that, full power, sweet. So things that we can do, we can reset it, we can auto eject, we can auto pull, and yeah, that's about everything. So why don't we put on silk touch first of all? So silk touch is on. Pulls off, ejects off. We'll look at that in a moment. Let's now look at the config. Now in the config, we have the radius, the min, the max, and I forget what the I is. Inverse mode. Oh, so you can tell it, give it like, say, take everything but dirt and stone and so forth. Interesting. Okay, so the radius is how many blocks from here in one direction going around. So it would make like a circle, and this is the center of the circle. So right now we have it set to 10. Why don't we change that to a higher number? What's the highest number we can do? I think it's 64. So let's try 64. Okay, 32, 64 blocks wide. That's the max. Now the minimum, let's do 0, fair enough. That would be like representing bedrock. Let's say max, how high up we can go. Let's say, and this is how many blocks it's checking. Let's check what level we're at. We are at Y of 80. So let's say Y 90. So 90, check. In fact, we could even do it higher if we wanted to, but it's going to take longer. We could say if we want 144, or let's see what the max is. If I do 300, 255 is the max. Okay, fair enough. All right, so we don't have inverse mode off. Now, filters. You know what? I noticed there was a new filter upgrade thing. Hopefully we don't need that. But anyway, if we say, I think we can go item stack, take an item, put it in there, diamond ore, or we could just type it out. Fuzzy mode, no. Interesting, requires replacement, no. All right, so let's save that. Awesome, and now we have that in the filter. So we can do new filter, item stack, do the same thing, rinse and repeat. Let's now say gold. So gold ores in there, save. We now have gold in there. And that just moves it up or down. Okay, cool. So let's add in a bunch of the filters, all the different stuff we want. Again, I like this item stack thing if you already have it, because it's super quick to do. So let's go Certus Quartz, bam, save. Let's go item stack. We're almost done. Charge Certus Quartz, save. And last one, new filter, item stack, is when we're in the nether doing the quartz, save. Awesome. So we have all these different filters. We can move them up or down. We want to do them all. So status, all okay. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Okay, whatever. Save if we wanted to adjust them. Okay, so now we've told it what we want it to do. We've told it we want silk touch. And I believe we can just now do start. Now look at that. It's saying there's 449 to mine. So that's amongst, I would assume, all of our filters. Now it's going around and it's slowly choosing, you know, going through boop, 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 each block. Hi, Joe. And it went through, did the diamonds. Now it sees a couple of Certus Quartz, but it's not the fastest thing. But it's because, realize it is skipping blocks. I mean, how OP is this? We just got 3 diamonds in a couple of seconds, and it's going to get everything within that 64 block radius that we want. Now, if you have the power to do this, which we do, we can go ahead, we can throw in energy upgrades. And I believe, let's see, upgrades. So it supports energy, speed. Okay, so those are your 2. So it's kind of neat. You can just drop them in, and it goes, boom, boom, boom. Increases energy efficiency and capacity of machinery. Now, because we did this first, now we can add in more speed upgrades. Otherwise, because when we add in the speed upgrades, it increases the energy usage. So this should be the total max that we're able to do. And it's telling us we have both energy and speed. Sweet. So that's all going. And this should be now, look at that. It's going a heck of a lot faster. It's still not like crazy fast, but considering how powerful this is, that's pretty fast. Now it's got its own internal inventory, but we could set up a chest on the back like such. And this is how I remember it. Hello there. How I remember it is if this is like a doggy or whatever, that's the butt right there. And it poops the stuff out the butt if you put a chest there. So if we said auto pull, we'll talk about that in a moment, auto eject, bam, it's going to poop it out to the back. And again, the energy, it can pretty much, I believe, touch any side of it as long as you see this in here. And it will take RF, it will take, I'm not sure what else, but RF's like the main thing now. Or it will take its joules. So going super fast, it's super cool. I love it. We can also put an ender chest back there. Now the auto pull thing, what that means is if we put a chest up here, we could fill this with, say, dirt or cobblestone or whatever. And if we had that item, the dirt or the cobblestone in that chest, and we put on we have auto eject on, auto pull, it would replace all these blocks that it's mining, it would replace them with the block that we set in there. So you could also use this for building. So we could like construct something out of dirt or out of some, you know, oddball material, let's say glass, and then we could put into here diamond blocks or whatever block you wanted it to replace, put in there, turn it on, and it would replace everything and rebuild the structure for you to swap out all the blocks. So it can be handy for a lot of stuff. So pretty neat. Pretty neat. Selective mining. Super quick. I mean, look at that. That's really, in my opinion, probably about as fast as a quarry. I mean, look at all the stuff we got just while I was yakking about this thing. So in any case, the way that we want to really have this set, let's knock that off. Let's knock that off. Let's pop you off. And let's put the Tesseract there. And now, see, it's pooping all that stuff out back to our base. Absolutely amazing. Let's just check. I believe we had the max number of upgrades. See, it's not accepting anymore. Not accepting anymore. So 8 is the max. And I believe 8 out of 8 and affects 10.0 times. So 10 times the speed, 10 times the energy. I believe that's what that means. So pretty neat. Maybe that means per thing. I really don't know. In any case, guys, it's amazing. I'm super excited. I'm super happy. Getting into tech, doing a little slow. I don't want to go crazy doing everything, but I want to take my time. We got our super tool now. Yes, we're doing our crazy mining. We got our crazy miner to be able to get our materials quick. This is what I mean. I'm having fun. This is cool. I hope you're having fun too. Make sure to hit that thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Yay, we didn't do magic this episode. Yay, yay, yay. Let me know what type of armor you'd like me to see. You'd like to see me get next. We're gonna have to worry about different also like energy storage, compact energy storage to carry with us. Portable energy storage, that's the word I want, because this thing, it's not gonna last forever. We need extra storage. I was thinking of going thermal expansion with the little Pokeball looking things. Let me know if you'd like me to do that or if there's anything new. In any case, thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up. Help me out in the comments. And until next time, peace out.